are literally a whole hour and a couple minutes early because we're hoping to get a little sneak peek into the DLP annual conference. And here on my screen is the Reverend Dr. Ferdinand Nichols. And he doesn't look like he's at the conference. What's happening, Reverend Dr. Ferdinand Nichols? I'm calling out your whole name and titles. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I trust you're hearing me okay. This is the first
Yes.
time I'm trying this process. I'm used to being behind my desk and on my system. But I'm on the road now making my way to the Gala for the Democratic Labour Party annual conference. Of course,
Yes.
I am having the honor this evening, I believe, of receiving, I think, a media award for the Marcia Weeks show. And that's such a great honor to be able to represent you and the team and
Yes.
the entire loyal opposition at the event this evening. So
Yes. Well,
good evening to you and great
good
to be here.
evening. And is this your first time going to an event like this?
Um, I'm not hearing you very loudly. Let me make sure there's something I'm not supposed to be, or I'm supposed to be doing
Okay. All
on
right.
my
No problem.
system.
Let me
Just
just
let me
ask the
see.
viewers if
Okay,
they can.
I got it.
Yes. Okay. So I was asking
Yeah.
you if you've ever been to any of these events before. Have
No,
you been to an annual conference before of the Democratic Labour Party?
not of the Democratic Labour Party. I've been to several of the conferences of the government, the Barbados Labour Party. I've actually been a guest minister at one of those conferences, but this is actually the very first time I'm attending a conference with the Democratic Labour Party at their facility this evening.
Yes, okay. Because it's interesting that you said that, let's talk out the things. They said talk out the things, come out things, according to Winston Clark. So you would normally be associated with the Barbados Labour Party, right?
Yes, for many, many years, not just myself. My mother was very, very active. As a matter of fact, she was a member of the National Executive Council or Committee.
Mm-hmm.
That was during the regime of JMGM Tom Adams. My brother, of course, many would remember, he actually was the candidate that ran against Errol Barra. I think that would have been the 1986 election, I believe it is. I stand to be corrected.
Mm-hmm.
My sister Frida was a career diplomat with the Labour Party at that time, the government. And of course, I was very actively involved in campaigning and so on during elections.
Yes, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So and let me ask you straight up, are you a member of the Democratic Labour Party?
No, I'm not a member of the Democratic Labour Party. At this point in time, as we have been saying on this show for so many months, we are a political. We are a political show, and our interests, and as it is mine, is what is in the best interest of the country.
Yes.
And as it stands right now, I believe that the government is being called to account
Mm-hmm.
for its management of the affairs of the economy from two areas: transparency and accountability. And those are the two pillars in my mind that people who represent the constituents in a constituency and by extension in parliament are obligated to the people to maintain those two things. Be transparent about what you do and be accountable to the people. Give an account of your stewardship. And there have been many questions we have asked on the show that have been asked in many areas of the country. Marcia, one of the amazing things that I've experienced over the last couple of days are the number of people that are meeting me on the street and they're telling me, keep up the good work. You guys are doing a tremendous job. If you weren't doing what you were doing, we would not know what was happening. And, it's very encouraging, really,
Yes.
to be a part of the informing of the people of Barbados, not for a political purpose, but for the benefit of the people of the country.
Yes, Dr. Ferdinand, and I must say that you have done a tremendous job since you have been on the program. I mean, we would co-host on a Monday together, And what is so awesome, Dr. Ferdinand, is that we share the same goals and objectives. As you said, we're apolitical. You grew up as a Barbados Labour Party child into a teenager, into adult. That was your home, was a Barbados Labour Party home, as we would say. And then you became even a candidate with APP, which we're going to talk about that a little later. But the point I'm making is that we have been, there are times on this show. Do you remember? You would remember when the DLP was very angry with the show. You remember that?
Yes, yes, I
You
do. The show has not aligned itself to any party. We are as critical of DLP, BLP, APP, and not for the sake of being critical. We're critical because we're looking to do what is in the best interest of Barbados and Barbadians. And to my mind, one of the reasonable things is that we represent the people and the interests of the people of Barbados.
Yes, yes. And what I'm very happy about is to see that you're a man of God. You're a pastor, and you understand the importance of being involved in this kind of commentary and speaking up on behalf of people. There are lots of pastors and people within the church who look at people like us and they say, we should not be involved in this at all. And that we should be somewhere praying. We should not be involved in this. What I mean, how do you justify that? Your involvement as a pastor? You're a pastor of a church. You are a reverend. What's a reverend doing? Going to the annual conference of a political party?
Well, I don't know how reverends and ministers, pastors, reverends, fathers, apostles, whatever they care to call themselves, I don't know how they can extract themselves from the matters of a society and a country within which they live. And let me explain, Marcio, my fundamental reason for being involved politically is because the scripture tells me there are two things that form the foundation of God's throne:
Yes,
righteousness and justice. They
yes.
form his foundation. I find it extremely difficult to believe that any
Mhm.
minister truly represented the interests of God, which by extension means the interests of the people he has created, are capable of being, or should I say, capable of ignoring the matters of righteousness and justice in a society. I also subscribe to the belief, according to the book of James, that faith without works is dead. So we can pray about things, but then the faith in praying about something demands that you do something. As a
Yes.
matter of fact, if you read the scripture, I would dare say that 99% of the instructions of God spun around the whole perspective of doing and not simply talking. And that is why I am engaged in the matters that I'm engaged in, because I can see a lot of unrighteousness and I can
Mhm.
see a lot of injustice. And if those two things form the foundation of God's throne, it must captivate my attention and interest.
Yes, yes, and that I think is so important because, being that voice for the voiceless. When I don't know if you heard the show the other night where the fisherman was saying that some of those who helped them with their boats to haul in their boats, that because things are terrible, economically, a lot of them, they don't even have a chance to haul in any fish because they lost their boat. Some of those men are literally eating out of the garbage can.
Yes, I missed that aspect of the show. I am just arriving, as a matter of fact, I'm just arriving at the event. And so I'm just going to disembark and no, it's okay. I'm just going to disembark and make my way in. I don't know if how I'm supposed to turn over these cameras, but I'll make my way. And I'm still learning the technology.
Yes, there's a way that
Hi, how are
you
you?
can flip it around. There's a little there's something there, but that
Let me
that
see
you
if
could,
I can locate
when
it.
you're taking a picture and you want to take a picture of the okay, so he's figuring it out.
I tell you, this is not something I'm used to. Let me go into my settings, camera,
Okay,
and
well,
let me see if I can
listen,
switch it
don't
around.
listen. You see, a lot of us. I know a lot of the young people laughing right now and say, "Man, they don't know what. Well, the tech." But you know what?
How
You
is
see,
this one?
he
Look,
got it. He got it.
have I got it? Have I got it?
Yes, you got it.
Okay,
You got it.
I'm
And make
actually entering the event now. This is Mr. Paul Gibson,
Oh,
my
Mr.
good
Paul
friend and
Gibson, come
colleague,
on, let him
Hello,
say
good
hi
evening.
to me. Hi, Mr.
and
Gibson.
Miss
Wow,
Beckles, a member of the Democratic Labour Party.
Mr.
So we're
Mitchell,
making,
can I speak to Paul? There is looking quite sharp.
yes, Paul.
Paul Nichols.
Marcia is speaking to you.
Good evening, Marcia. How are you?
Yeah, hey, Paul, you're
I can't hear her, but
looking
you
quite
can hear me.
quite
Yeah.
special there.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
Let me see if I can just switch over from the earpiece. I'll just give him my earpiece.
Paul is looking quite. Hi, Paul. Listen, you're looking quite put together. Very
Very
handsome
dapper.
Thank
there.
you very much. Thank you very much. It's a gala, so
It's a
you know.
gala. And is this your
Yes.
first gala? Is this your first gala,
No, we
Paul?
have one almost every year. There's a gala. Almost
There's
every
a
year.
gala. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes. And
Yeah.
let me ask you, what normally happens at the gala? What are we to expect tonight?
Okay. So one of the beautiful things about galas, the LP galas, we use the opportunity to identify members of the party, historically or current, that have added value,
Oh
and
wow.
put their names onto a wall, a special wall that we have developed. So that's going to happen tonight as part of the activities. And then we're going to have a couple awardees actually receiving prizes on the inside. And then there will be a speech delivered by some special guest that has been invited to address us tonight. And I
Okay.
know who it is, but I don't want to say who it is yet. So it's a bit of a secret.
Well, I'm not sure if we're going to get hear much of the special guests, but we're at least doing as much as we can to get people to see what the DLP is up to. We want to
Beautiful.
know, what's happening
We're
with the
excited. We're
DLP.
excited. I think it's a beautiful opportunity after having so much trauma and so on to refocus and to be our best selves and to produce a party that gives us the best thing for the future Barbados. That's what we're all about.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm hoping that I know you're gonna have a great night. There, and you have a wonderful lady there with you from your constituency.
Yeah, actually, she's gone inside. Yeah, I'm here just here
Okay.
with Miss Dr. Fernand.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. But thank you so much, Paul. Let me not delay you because I know they're getting ready to start.
a
Thank you.
pleasure. Thanks so
Yes.
much. Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. Yes. Yes.
So we're
Yes.
going that way. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
there you have it. There you have it. That's Mr. Paul Gibson, and he has been with the DLP for quite some time. One of the spokesperson for the DLP, and I think we're coming up to some people there. I don't know if he's going to. Will he already?
2 hours ago.
Marcy, I don't think they're aware of the fact that I'm doing some behind the scenes incognito.
Well, well, that's Mr. David Bowen there. That's Mr. David Bowen.
Hi, Marcy. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing really, really great. It's good to see you guys this evening. Everybody all dressed up.
Yes, I mean, we try to look our best, even if we don't feel the best sometimes. Yeah, but at least the best. How are
So,
you
so
doing?
we're doing great. We're doing great, and I think the people are just enjoying seeing you guys relaxed, and having a good time. You've had a tough year, and
Yeah.
this is a good night. What are you expecting of the gala tonight?
Oh, tonight is going to be the bomb. We are all here as citizens of Barbados, members of the loyal opposition, and we will do what we have to do in the interest of the people of Barbados.
Absolutely.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And how many? You've been to quite a number of galas, haven't you?
Pardon?
Have you been to quite a number of gala events of the DLP?
Well, yes, yes and no. My profession before used to be one where I worked at the Frank Calama Hall, and I attended plenty galas. You know,
Yes.
so I can say yes and no, because the Democratic Party, in terms of over the years, their annual conference has transitioned into where you have galas, etc., and going to the business meetings. But before, it used to be really serious in terms of members, delegates coming to the conference and participating in exciting business activities. But over the years, we expanded into a week of activities. It's now been reduced to 3 nights of a week with a gala, business day, and closing day on Sunday.
Yes, I know we can't show a whole everything because like for example tomorrow the members are meeting, paying members. I know tonight is a bit more open tonight. But what ultimately what are you hoping to achieve after the what would you like to see happen for the DLP over this weekend?
What I would like to see and what I would like the public to see is a Democratic Labour Party that is serious about representing their interests, and a Democratic Labour Party that is prepared to do whatever is necessary in the best interest of the people. I think us coming together here tonight signifies that we intend to do exactly that.
Yes, wonderful. And can I just commend you? I know you work primarily with the opposition office.
Yeah.
That's where I know you from. I'm just meeting you all, and I know you from the opposition office because we interact with that office even more than the DLP office. And I will say to Barbadians that this man you see here, Mr. David Bowen, very excellent spirit. And he's one of those people, you message him, he's gonna message you back. And can we tell the people, I know I don't want to stop you too much, I'm going inside, but I have to tell the people that there is a project that the loyal opposition and the leader of the opposition office that we're doing, and this has to do with it's an education program that's called Elevated, where we're offering literacy classes to those who have left school, right?
Yes. Excellent. We are collaborating on that, and we will make sure that Barbadians get to see the benefits of what talent exists out there to help them to advance.
Yes. Somebody here is asking, how do you join the DLP?
What are the fees?
I start with the fees first. Money talks first. The fees are $36 a year.
A year.
$36 Barbados dollars a year, and you can join either by collecting a form from the office here, George Street, or you can go online at the DLP's website. I think it's dlpbds.org, and you can download an application form from there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yes. Everybody, you heard that. Mm-hmm. And okay, yes, and somebody here, you see, people are interested, even the diaspora, they want to help with the education of our children. Actually, it's our children who have left school, so say 16 years and older, and it's literacy classes. And the great thing, David, is that it came out of the Marcia Beach show. Right on the show, people said, well, what can we do? And we came up with that from people here and the young people. Timon, who is at the university, actually gave the name to it, called Elevated, and you have so graciously opened up and you and Mr. Ralph Thorne, opened up the leader of the opposition office so that we can, bring the young people there and teach them. And I know you guys are excited about that.
Of course, that office, the leader of the opposition office, is the office of the people of Barbados. So we must open up to every single need that exists, and we are grateful for the opportunity to work with you to satisfy the needs of some Barbadian young people who have a desperate situation.
Yes, The age group, somebody asking again, 16 to older, up to adulthood. If they're having problems with literacy, we're going to teach them how to fill out a form, an application form, how to write a letter, a job letter, just basic things that will be able to transition them into the world of work, and reading. And I think that is quite important. Well, David, I don't want to keep you any longer. Are you all dressed up? Is your wife there?
No, not tonight. No.
Not tonight.
She,
Okay. Well,
she's working on her hair tonight.
Sounds like somebody else I
Yes.
know.
But Marcia, we also want to thank you, for the wonderful work you have been doing. You and your companions like Pastor Nichols here and the others for the wonderful work you have been doing on behalf of the people of Barbados as well. It is you who keep us going.
well, I want to thank also, the viewers and all the panelists, because it is a love of Barbados. It's this. This is what joins us. It's not a party. It's not a
Right.
party. We're not defending any party. This is what we're defending here, this flag. And
Exactly.
if it's not about this flag, we're not doing it.
That's
You
right.
know,
And
it's
we
about
can
this
feel the
flag.
love. We can feel the love, and we thank you sincerely from the bottom of our hearts for what you and the others have been doing. Keep
Yes,
educating the people. Thank
thank
you.
you so much, David, and keep being excellent at what you do. You're an excellent administrator. Keep at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kamhar is saying the ladies' hair must be right. Okay, the ladies' hair, they must be right. Well, Vihoy, yes, it's you're saying it's like workforce development. Yes, that's part of it, but there's a literacy component of it, because quite a number of our children, of our students, are leaving school, Vihoy, and they're not able to read, and so there are some of us who are coming together to help that demographic. You can help online. There is an online component, and so I will speak with we didn't even think about the getting help from the diaspora. But the diaspora, I'm writing that down as that diaspora can help with that elevated program as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Yes, yes. Hi, is the the Lost Ministry International? Is that a possibility? She says we need to, unless we put ourselves together, and so she's been saying that yes, there's that component where we need to put God first in everything that we do, but then there's some things in the natural that we have to do as well. All right, so it's a combination. Faith and works, they go together, and when they go together, that's what makes it wonderful. I'm not sure if Dr. Ferdinand can show us anything else as yet. We would love to see that wall at least. Let me see. He's going to let me know when he's ready again to show the wall, and to let us see the wall. Yes. We're going to do, just those of you who just joined, we joined an hour and 15 minutes early because we wanted to just give you a little update on what is happening with the DLP. Why is that important? Why are we doing that as a podcast? Why is that important? Because it is important for us, guys, that we have a strong opposition, regardless of who that opposition is. We could pray, and we can fast, and we can have discussions. We can put on programs, but at the end of the day, in the natural, the way we remove one party and put in another party is that we have to vote. All right, and that's why we have political parties. All right, because that's just how it is. That is how it is set up in the natural. And Christians do vote, non-Christians vote, everybody vote. And so it is important that there are strong opposition parties, the third parties as well. As we had Barbados Sovereign Party on here the other night, and they're doing a great job as well in standing up on behalf of the people of Barbados, especially for those persons, the thousands who did not get the opportunity to vote because this government took that from them. And the Barbados Sovereignty Party is standing up for them. Now, the next party that is there, the largest party that is there, is the Democratic Labour Party. And it doesn't do any good. It is no good for any of us. If any of the parties, any of the political parties, they are pushed out of existence. And that is what we believe that is happening, because what we sense is going on is that what we believe is going on is that there is a plan afoot to ensure, there is a plan afoot to ensure that there is one political party in Barbados. So it becomes de facto, all right? One political party in Barbados. And they are planning to go for another term, a third term. And the question that a lot of us were asking ourselves, I was at the supermarket today and somebody pulled me over and they said to me, somebody in an official person, I can't say who it is, pulled me over and said, hold a minute, you know, I want to thank you for what you are doing, because we could never, there is no way that we could ever survive another term of this government. We cannot survive another term of this government. And that is why we are supporting any kind of opposition. Any kind of opposition. We've had Lynette on here who represents, I think it's UPP. She was, they had the APP, and I think she's gone off to do her own, the UPP, representing the UPP. That's Lynette. Eastman, we've invited her many, many times, and it is very busy at this time, so she's not been able to come on as much as we would like her on. We would like her on every week. We want her to be a panelist, just being on here every week. There is the Barbados Sovereignty Party. You know, there are some other parties that are not really operating. Okay? But we want them all to operate. Solutions Barbados. Where's Solutions Barbados? So we want to support them. The leader of Solutions Barbados will tell you that I have invited him many times. Can you remember any time you've seen him on here? He was here early, when they had the elections and I was having the parties on, he came on. That was how long ago? In the last year and a half, he's not been here, but it's not because he's not been invited. You see what I mean? So we want, whatever the party is, if there's an opposition, we are going to support that opposition. Okay? It's important. It's important. I believe that if we love Barbados, that is what we are going to do. I saw a post somewhere the other day, and I just want to read what this person said. And these were some very good questions. The person says, follow the money. Who benefits most from a one-party state? Think about it. And if you want, you can write it in the comment section. Who benefits most from a one-party state? Who do you think benefits most from a one-party state? Put it there. Who benefits most from number 2, 3rd, or 4th viable political parties? Who benefits from no 2nd, no 3rd, or 4th viable political parties? Let me read that again. I did not read that properly. Who benefits most from no 2nd, 3rd, or 4th viable political parties? Who benefits the most from that? Not the people, correct. That's exactly what I was saying. Not the people. So those of you who come on and you say, well, it seems like you are pushing the DLP. I am pushing any political party that's ready to stand up. Barbados Sovereign Party, the UPP. Are they ready to stand up on behalf of the people? You see what's on the screen? The people. Yeah? Who benefits most from no opposition in Barbados? These are serious questions that we need to ask. And I think these are questions we need to ask every night, if it's up to me, to ask every night on the show. Who benefits most from no opposition in Barbados? Loyal opposition? Who benefits most from no opposition in Barbados? Again, come to the front of the class, Vihoy, not the people. Who benefits most? Listen, from a constantly quarreling DLP. Who benefits most from that? Who benefits most when these other political parties are in turmoil? Who benefits most? Joshua, again, yes, not the people. Joshua, you come to the front of the class again. The party in power benefits the most. We're intelligent people, Barbadians. Let's stop and think about it. Who benefits the most by orchestrating confusion within the DLP from the dark? Who benefits most by orchestrating confusion within the DLP from the dark? Who benefits most? Joshua said, I am the teacher. I'm always at the front. I love it, Joshua. I love it, Joshua. The party in power. We've got to, let's think about it and be real. Let's be real about it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Let's be real about it. I see Dr. Ferdinand is back in again with us. He is live there on location at the Democratic Labour Party's annual conference, and tonight is their gala night, and they're all dressed up, right? They're all dressed up, and I think he's still trying to get his everything sorted out, right? We're trying to get a sneak peek into the DLP annual conference, and we'll continue to chat while we wait on him, right? Yes. And these are questions that we need to answer, but I think he's about ready. Hi, Dr. Ferdinand.
Well, hi, Marcia. We're about to witness the unveiling. This is the unveiling of what again?
So what we're seeing is the unveiling of the plaque that is honoring fellow members. Is that what it is, right? So they're praying at this moment.
Pray to thee, all the families of the fallen soldiers. Bless each and every family. Bless the Democratic Labour Party. Bless the families of our great party. God give strength to this political party. That everything we do, say.
So we're not hearing the audio very good. So just let everybody know what is happening. This is a sneak peek into the DLP annual conference. And what is happening is that at this moment, they are unveiling a plaque. Well, it's a wall. It's a special wall with the names of those that they're honoring for this year. And Dr. Ferdinand Nichols is there on location for us tonight, and giving us a sneak peek into what is happening with the DLP. If we are, patriotic Barbadians, we're going to want to know that we do have viable parties in Barbados, and it's not just the current governing party that exists. Yeah. And so this is important. Okay, let's see what we can hear.
Congress, and to thank you for sharing them with us. And we are indeed grateful to you. So I don't want to go any further. I just want to commend this event to all and wish that we will have a successful 69th annual conference. Yeah.
At this point in time, I invite some of the family relatives on the other side to come close. I'm going to invite the political leader of the Democratic Party, Mr. Ralph Thorne. Give the round of applause. I'm going to also invite the acting president, Mr. Andrew Rowe, to be on podium right. Yes, you're right first. President, and we will do the unveiling.
So they're doing the unveiling of the wall. It is important. It's in the best interest of the people that there is a strong opposition. So they're unveiling. I wish Dr. Ferdinand could read the names for us and tell us what the names are.
For the names that I can see at the moment, Marcia, I'm seeing Marcia Austin, Miriam Barrow, Marzine Cora Maldonado, Yvonne Foster, Frank Drayton Fibres, Ronald Giffins, Neville Lane, Daniel Padmore, and Aston B. Watts. There's some more names behind the other plaque that is still being hidden by the curtain, but we would hope that that would soon be revealed and, the whole curtain pulled right back.
Yes, and I recognize Daniel Padmore, who was from St. John, and he passed this year as a young DLP member. And
we wanted to call the names out tonight. Marcia Austin, 1954, 1952. Maria Barrow, 1931. Miriam Barrow, 1931, 2024. Marzine Cora Maldonado, my apologies, 1953 to 2022. Yvonne Foster, 1941, 2022.
These are actually some of the family
Frank
members here,
Drayton
Marcy.
for Grace.
Okay, we have some of the family members are there. As their relative is being honored.
Neville Lane, 1941, 2022. Daniel Padmore, 1993, 2024. Astor B. Watts, 1925 to 2020. Thank you.
Okay.
These are the ones.
Okay, so these are the
We'll go straight to the vote of thanks. We want to thank the committee, first of all, for the robust election that was done to identify these valuable soldiers of the Democratic Party. The history of the party is very important. Institutional memory is important. And it is important that persons are remembered, that victories are celebrated, and that persons' names are placed on plaques like these for perpetuity. Tonight, we want to thank the committee that selected them. We want to thank the families for sharing your families with us, the Democratic Labour Party. It is a timeless, sometimes a thankless exercise, but they give of their all and they give of their best lives to us. Tonight, we want to continue their legacy. Tonight, we want to be the best Democratic Party we can be so that we can offer ourselves Barbados, for the future of Barbados. Thank you very much. Okay.
We will now invite the family to proceed to beside Gala. We invite you all to your seats as we begin Gala.
So that's the unveiling of the plaque with the names. The others will be unveiled at another time, Marcia. And now
Yes.
we're going to move to the beginning of the gala. So enjoy the rest of your show, and we will be in touch. God bless.
Yes, I hope you can come back, and if you're allowed, what you can show us, okay?
Yes, I will see.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Dr. Ferdinand Nichols is there live at the Democratic Labor Party head office right there at George Street, the George Street Auditorium. And as I said, it's important that we have healthy opposition. Healthy healthy opposition, and I know that we will be able to get some pictures, hopefully, as well. So I know that there are some others there, and we'll try to see if they can actually do some pictures for us, and so that we can. I'm just making sure we can get some pictures as well as we go, so you can see, what is happening. Yes, I think that this is important. How important is it, guys, that there be, that we have strong opposition parties, or that just that we have strong political parties?